Evening. This is part first of that video. In this, we would be covering the CFA course curriculum one by one, respectfully. Now, first of all, I would like to appraise everybody that I procure the CFA study material not from internet but from Amazon. So if you go to Amazon, you will get CFA 2022 level 1 study material. This is by Amazon. So this study material is not from the internet. It is not from any third website. There are many websites we have, those who are selling these study materials. So we have procured this study material from Amazon directly by paying on their website. As you can see that this study material is clearly mentioned CFA Institute, and this is by Amazon. We have the bill of Amazon in which we can prove that this study material is from Amazon. In fact, we are now buying another study material which is of FRM, and that is again from Amazon. It is not from any third website or any just took the download of any website and just print it out and share. So if there is any issue with the whatever we are saying in our videos on CFA, this is based on this study material which we got from Amazon. Now in this we are covering 2022 level 1 volume 5, and the book, or basically the booklet name, is Fixed Income, Derivatives, Alternative Investment and Portfolio Management. You can refer this. This is what we got from Amazon. I hope that CFA Institute must be having some sort of tie-up with Amazon, whereby they are selling their material directly to the Amazon, and Amazon is selling to their clients. Anyways, that is between CFA and Amazon. If you go to this study material, and as you know that I have pinpointed a pointer here, you have to go to page number 6. You can see that. Page number 6. This is a study material, right? I have made pointer also. In this, first of all, before I explain, let me first explain what CFA Institute is saying. Successful analysts must develop a solid understanding of the risk and return characteristics of fixed income investments. Beyond the vast global market for public and private fixed rate bonds, many financial assets and liabilities with known future flows you will encounter throughout your career are evaluated using similar principles. That is completely incorrect, because we are in 2022, and 2022 fixed income is completely different than we have in 2021. 2021 is different than 2020. So let's take a simplistic example. When the fixed income or the ETFs, they were started many years ago, the kind of instruments we were having at that point of time is more or less nowhere exist. Example, LIBOR. I know that there are many MBA institutions we have in India and outside India, those who are selling LIBOR. But is LIBOR really worth studying now? We have SOFR. Of course, we have more videos coming on SOFR. Few videos are live on YouTube. SOFR having its own challenges, which time would tell, and we'll make a video in that regards. But does that mean that the way we were issuing instruments on LIBOR, we are going to be issuing the same instrument in a similar fashion on SOFR? Cora, Taron, Sora, ESTR and all RFRs? No. Henceforth, the word called similar principles is really an interpretation issue to me, which I am raising. Let's move forward. The analysis start with yield to maturity or internal rate of return on the future cash flows introduced in the fixed income valuation reading. Now hold on. We have four kind of yields in the world. Number one, yield to maturity. I agree. CFA Institute mentioned this. Yield to call, yield to put, yield to worst. You please open Google and type embedded derivatives. Huge list is on the way. Huge list is on the way. You will feel like, oh my God, what the hell is this? Which one to open, which one to not? Today, the big boys like Goldman, JP, Citi, Morgan Stanley, UBS, they are champions in embedded derivatives. Billions of dollars worth of embedded derivatives are issued in the world, and as we speak, it is difficult to assess the exact amount. I fail to understand that in this CFA Institute, the curriculum which we got from Amazon, and of course, there is a stamp of CFA Institute is here, right? They failed to mention the embedded derivatives. So it is like, how would I say that I am going to be buying a car and people are telling me as we speak, we have only two kind of cars, petrol and diesel. Oh my God. I have electric vehicles. I have hybrid vehicles which are run from hydrogen. So how can you say that in 2022 we only have two kind of vehicles, which is petrol and diesel? We have electric vehicles. And by the way, electric vehicles have many types, different types, like Ford have different electric vehicles, Tesla selling different kind of electric vehicles, multiple companies are selling different kind of electric vehicles. So you have electric vehicle categorization as well. It is like you go and buy a petrol vehicle, you have this categorization, and then you decide, oh my God, this is what I want, and whether this is in my pocket or not. Now, the moral of the story here, which is very simplistic, and the rest we would be covering in the part 3 of this video, that the material which we are studying, this material needs to be updated. Because it is simplistic that embedded derivatives this is not something which is, I would say, new. This is something which is absolutely old in nature. Billions of dollars worth of embedded derivatives in the world is being issued. Rather, if you go to Amazon and you type embedded derivative, there are many books, and I have many, and of course I'm planning few videos. There are many books being made on embedded derivatives. But if I look at here, this analysis start with the yield to maturity and internal rate of return on the future cash flow introduced in the fixed income valuation reading. Absolute stunning. And by the way, why internal rate of return? Why not modified internal rate of return, XIRR? Now, whether this is a mutual fund, whether this is an ETF, or whether this is any other hedge fund, internal rate of return is obsolete. The word is on XIRR, not IRR. Of course, IRR is there only in the books. Now you need to decide who is right. If I am incorrect or CFA Institute is incorrect. And this is the study material which I have. By the way, I got 6 books. So it is not feasible for me to cover all 6 books in one video. But yes, eventually I would be covering one by one book. Probably it take 1.5 year to me to cover everything. So don't expect me to cover everything in just one night. But this is tragic for me that we have XIRR, we have yield to call, we have yield to put, you have yield to worst. And all missed here. This is the reason I called CFA as Certified Financial Analyst. And many people feel offended that why you call CFA as Certified Financial Analyst. Because we need to understand. And by the way, I would be covering a little bit in detail in the part 3. Yield to call, yield to put, and yield to worst have different permutation combination. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see in the part 3 of the video.